club right up, cause it's
I might do something to turn it up.
You can't see in the colors of
Smith. How's everybody?
And it is Talent Tuesday. All right, let's go right into this.
Yeah? You want to do the introductions?
You should do the introductions.
You think so?
I do believe.
He would probably like it if you did it better.
He would like it if I did it better?
I think it. All right, I'll go ahead and do it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have one guest. We've only done this with one guest before, right? Oh, no, twice. Maybe twice before.
Yeah.
But today we have a guest that I can honestly say there definitely wouldn't be a DJ Spin as far as people know DJ Spin as it relates to house music if it wasn't for this gentleman. I don't even know in the grand scheme of it if there would be a Basement Boys if it wasn't for this guy. That being said, there's so many different production entities that would not have existed if it wasn't for the fact that this guy played all of these underground records, not just at the Zanzibar, but also on Kiss, on a radio show that he did for I don't know how many years. But I can honestly say that as a DJ, he's shaped and formed so many greats, so many great DJs, and influenced so many great DJs to do what they do just because of his plain existence and what he does. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to even say anything else. Welcome to Talent Tuesday, Mr. Tony Humphries. Please give him mad love, mad respect as the pioneer that he is. And we thank you for joining us today, because you have no idea what it means to have the likes of you on this forum today.
Absolutely. Welcome, Tony.
Can you hear me? Everything's okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. Everything is good.
Well, I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you so much, you all. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And also we have today our normal A&R guy for Unquantized. His name is the incredible Tommy Davis.
Who recently had a birthday. Tommy Davis. Hey.
Wait a minute. When is his birthday? Okay, anyway, my name is Jimmy.
Tony, look.
You've been at this thing long enough. You should know.
I don't remember anybody's birthday. Wow, yeah. It's all good.
Tony Humphries. Like, if I could say one person pivoted my whole career, it was you. And I'm saying it on the air right here. This man did everything, made Basement Boys. He turned our ears to new artists. I mean, Young Curry Chandler and a whole bunch of stuff. We would go, and this guy was the source for underground music. And I'm forever in your debt, man. Always, forever. I'm saying it in articles, I'm saying it in interviews, I'm saying it in movies. I'm saying it now. Love you, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
so nice.
All right. And last but not least, we've got this guy who is a freak by nature. Who is
Freak
actually
of nature or by nature?
I'm a freak for love.
We don't even know half the time. But anyway, his name is Mike Freak. He is the A&R manager for QU3, our new label, amongst other things that he does within the fold of what we do. So welcome, Mike Freak.
Yep, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to all the tracks. So, and we
I
have
mean,
a legend.
I am too.
We have a legend in here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
Well, we should get on down into this, right? We've got
I think we
Twitch.
should.
What's up to everybody on Twitch? I see you. Angelica Deneau, Heavenbound Productions. We see you on the chat on Twitch. We've got Mixcloud Live.
Yes, Mixcloud is
We've
live.
got Facebook.
We have Facebook
And
Live.
we've got YouTube.
So we got YouTube.
YouTube and Instagram, I
And
do
Instagram.
believe. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're
All right.
rocking and rolling today.
All right. Well, let's get right on into this.
Okay, so
What is track number 1?
track number 1 is a track that we have entitled
Waiting for You.
For You.
All right, drop us a note in the chat and tell us what you think. Look for the poll on Twitch, and let's get started. Track number 1, Waiting for You. It's Talent Tuesday.
A funny thing happens when you're around. The time it seems to both speed up and slow down. I love it when I get you all to
believe that
get
it
that
is. Looks
poll
like it is.
on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, the poll is closing soon. All right, let's get right into this and hear from. Let's start with our guest judge.
All right, Tony. What did you think about that track?
Well, I thought it had a lot of energy. I thought it sounded sort of like defective sort of energy. I thought that it had all the basic elements of that sort of genre feel. And if I had to rate it, I would give it an 8 or a 9. I'll say a 9.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Okay.
An 8,
So is
eight
it?
or a 9. Yeah, I would say about an 8 or a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stop there.
All right. Well. Let me ask. Let me ask you to go a little bit further. Is this
Sure.
something that you would play in your set as is?
Oh my God, this phone. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
All right.
Happens to us all the time.
I'm sorry. I just took it off the hook.
That's all right.
Yes, well, it depends on what country I was in. Okay.
Okay.
If I was in Europe somewhere, if I was in, Ibiza, maybe UK, certain places, I think it would work better there.
Right.
That's just my opinion and my choice. If I was gonna play, so it's like a little Adele-ish, a little pompish, but I would have confidence that it'll work, in certain areas. Not everywhere,
Alright.
but certain areas.
Awesome. All right. Cool. So we started out with a 9 from Tony Humphries. That is amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy Davis. What do you think?
Q records, Q, definitely Q. I think it was well done. The vocalist sounds really polished. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
we normally don't get polished demos like this. But and the keys and arrangement, that was nothing to really say that it wasn't a great track. It was just really a great track. Whether Mike likes it or not, because it's definitely not quantized or unquantized. And it's the reason why we have Q to expand to another audience. But outside of each time we come around, since it's just us, I gotta share. Look, y'all in the chat room and y'all young people, we at Quantize try to bring you icons like you've seen David Morales, you see John Morales, and now you see Tony Humphries. You have no idea how they made you what you are. So I just got to keep shouting out every time. I got more information and little stuff I can tell you in Tony stories here and there. But I'm going to give that track a 7.
All right. 7 from Tommy Davis. All right. Now,
right.
here we go. Here's the person
All right,
you need
Mike,
to hear from.
Free,
All right,
talk
Mike.
to
What's
us.
up?
I quite like this one. It's got good energy. It's well done. It's pretty clean.
Do you think it's a Q record?
I think it is.
All right.
Yep.
So-
I really like this. I guess we need to listen to it again in like a different environment, because on streaming and all that, there's a couple of elements that's going to come out once you listen to it in like a proper sound system. But I like what I heard, so I'm really digging this one. So I'll give this one an 8.
All right. An 8.
Yeah.
An 8 from Mike Freak. All right.
DJ Spin.
Okay. Honestly, I like the record. I think it was well done. And it's a record that grew on me as it went. I love the vocalist. And the track is not too bad. I think it's a bit fast. I mean, did anybody notice how fast this track actually was?
No.
Because it doesn't feel like what it is, but the track is 131 beats per minute.
No.
I'm not lying to you.
Wow.
I'm literally
28 to me.
yeah. Okay, all right. So Tony was at least in the area, but yeah, it's 131.
Wow.
It's 131. So I mean, and I guess maybe that may have swayed a little bit about how I'm kind of thinking about it, but because I really don't think it needs to be as fast as it is, but it's well done. So I have to give it I give it a 7.
All right.
What did you think? Because I saw you over there dancing. Now, anytime, this is the thing. Whenever I see her dancing to something,
it had a little something
it's
to
good.
it. It had a little something to it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't put it in my car. You know, that's like the ultimate.
Right.
If I'm going to download it and put it on iTunes and put it in my car, that's the 9-10. But
Okay.
I think it sounded pretty good.
So give it a number. If you're not going to give it a 9 or 10.
7.
A 7. Okay. So yeah, we're all about
7 or
on the
8.
same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's very well done.
I think it's definitely
honestly,
a cute record. I think
to be fair.
I was surprised. I didn't know what Mike was going to say, but he likes it.
Yeah,
It's okay. Again, it depends on what you're playing. In other words, me, normally, I would pitch it down a little bit and make the vocals sound a little bit more soulful.
Oh
but
man, please! You are like the king of the pitch down. I mean, we were dancing to records, man, that you were playing, and we would look at the pitch like, good God, he got the pitch down in -8, and would be rocking.
I remember that.
Plastic dreams, plastic dreams.
Oh my goodness! Right, we got Plastic Dreams. We didn't. This record is that fast, but yeah.
Well, it was an organ solo, and you didn't catch it unless you slowed it down.
Right.
Correct.
So, yes, I
Sound more
totally
jazzy when
agree.
it slowed down.
Right.
So much for that. That's it. We're talking about this song, okay?
All right, correct. Okay, all right. So I think those are very good scores, to be fair.
I think so.
Very good
I
scores.
could hear this somewhere. Oh, what did Twitch say, Mike?
Oh, we got 91%. Yes.
91%.
What?
All right.
Which was really good
Interesting.
thing. Yeah.
For
That's
Twitch.
That's good for Twitch.
Yep, we're gonna reach out to this producer. Definitely.
All right, so
Yep.
producer, if you are watching, we are going to reach out to you. A little bit of love here tonight for
Yeah.
your song. So
Actually, a lot of love.
Nice.
That's really
Very
good.
nice.
Very good.
All right, let's see
Good
if
for a
we can
start.
keep up this streak. What's this next one called?
I think
can't
it's
see
called
it.
Always Be You.
Always Be You. All right, keep it locked. Let's check out Always Be
Be You.
You.
Talent
Okay.
Tuesday.
interesting.
It is very
It's giving
interesting.
me movie vibes. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
can dig
giving me
it.
movie vibes.
I can absolutely dig that.
All right. I see folks are still weighing in on the poll over on Twitch. Keep the comments coming. Let's go right on over to our judges.
All right, Mr. Humphries, what did you think about this?
Well, I like the drums patterns. I like the busyness of it. I like the tempo of it, but I'm not sure where it goes after that. It sounds like a sort of a bridge, sort of a track to me that I would use to mix in something else. Um, it's I don't know. I mean, I don't mind certain repetitive tracks, but it 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 doesn't go anywhere after a while for me. So I know it sounds a little down, but I'm just being honest. Like
Mm-hmm.
I might I might play it once, and I don't know if I had to rate it. Uh, I don't even know if I can give it a rating actually. Um,
Okay.
If you could, Tony, if you could tell them maybe one thing that the producer could consider changing or adding, or is there any hope? Is this a good foundation? Is there something else the person can do to make it to make it stronger?
it just sounds to me. Well, I'm not sure. Okay, and I don't know
Okay.
who the producers are. I
That's
just
okay. We
feel
always
like
keep them anonymous.
Yeah,
We always keep
we
them
always
anonymous.
do, and trust me, the feedback is really
Yeah, I
important
mean that's why
to
they
everyone.
submit their songs. So
Yeah.
right.
it's
Well, again,
if you're not really feeling
I'm,
that,
I'm being honest. I'm being
yeah,
honest. Okay,
yeah.
that's what I would do. Now, I'm only one person, but I mean that would be. I'm not even sure. I might think about it, and then I'm not sure if I would play it because it really doesn't go anywhere after a while. After
Mm,
like the first minute, you keep expecting something else to happen,
Hmm.
and it doesn't happen. So that's that.
okay,
All right.
all right.
Okay.
Tommy, do you agree?
Yeah. Um, I like instrumentals. Unquantized is mostly instrumentals, and
Yeah.
there's a uniqueness to structuring a minimal instrumental, because when you have minimal tracks, you have to be really creative on the movement so that the audience can hear a story go. The less tracks you have, the more intricate that movement has to be, because they are depending on something to happen. Even though it's an instrumental, it still tells a story like a lyric. It still tells a lyrical story. Now, what I can say about this, there's an audience out here that likes this deep sound. And I'm not going to sit and pretend I understand these clubs that play minimal deep. You know what I mean? It'd be wrong for me to say that when I don't hang in them. So, but we try to aim toward that audience. I agree with Tony that it doesn't move enough because it's waiting for it to tell a story. And whenever you put long pads or something on a track, it makes it sound laid back, like we're in a restaurant. When as a house head, we used to hype. I mean, your drums is dope, producer. Whoever you are, your drums is dope.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
but
Yeah.
but you kept doing the same transition,
Mm,
which made it that you could have narrowed it down to 3 minutes and you would have got better ratings because you would have not got tired out the ear of the listener. You had to shorten it down and say, hey, that's it, and stop and say, I did all the movements I need to do when you're submitting a demo. Because when you submit a demo, you have this much of their attention, just this much. So when you got a track that's simple like this, shorten the demo down so we can say, hit you back and say, hey, I like that, I want to hear more. And that's when you do the more. So I mean, I get it where it's going. I know it's an audience out there. I don't know if we have an audience for it. I'm gonna
right.
give it a 6.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Tommy.
What you think, Mike?
Mike Free.
Um, well, the beat was really dope. Like when I heard it, oh, wow, this is pretty good. And then it kind of like stayed at the same plane, stayed at the same spot. If there was anything I would suggest, probably come up with a bass line that's going to complement this thing. I think that would really elevate this track. The basic ones will always be, remove some stuff here and there, make it more interesting because you have a very nice beat right there. I could take out the kick every now and then and just have the kick do its own thing and then bring back the beat. there's a whole bunch of creative stuff you can do with this track, and probably adding another melodic hook would really help this tune. So if there was
Yeah.
anything, I would suggest those are the things I think this track is going to do to improve.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Score.
right. Yeah.
I'll give this one a 6.
All right.
All right.
And what about Twitch? Any?
I-
Did we get a poll going on?
Yeah, I did set up a poll. I think it was 90% no, as far as I remember. So
Yeah. Yeah, probably not that crowd thing, but all right.
Well,
Still
Kelly-
not too bad. Yeah.
Listen, speaking as a producer, sometimes we all get to this stage of a track, and sometimes it's just one element, and all of a sudden this is a whole nother song. So you
That is
could
true.
look for that one element, and it'll change everybody's opinion. Just this one thing. So what it is you just keep searching for it. You'll know when you hear it. You'll know because you'll jump up and say, "Wow, that's hot."
Right.
Yeah. So,
Right.
do you agree? What are you?
Yeah, I kind of agree with everybody else. I mean, I think in the grand scheme, the track was just too linear. It didn't have enough ebb and flow. And I think, like Mike said, maybe a few more elements. If you're going to go with something, as deep and minimal as this, it really does need sort of a pronounced bass line to help carry the drums, because the drums are absolutely killer. And a lot of times, in most productions, I would say that those drums would be too busy, but not for the type of track that it is. I think this track actually just needs a few more elements to actually give it a uniqueness, so that it just doesn't feel so straight.
The
So,
busyness is cool if it's at a slow tempo, because that makes
Uh-huh.
some energy. You understand what I mean? You would have been, like you said, if it was faster, it'd be like, okay, they were too busy. But the slower it was, then it was pronounced.
Correct.
Okay, and that really made it hot. Okay, made it funky actually. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Right.
you're waiting for the hook element or the hook sample or the hook line or something, and it just didn't. I just kept waiting, and it just sounded like an intro being done over like 2, 3, 4 times.
Totally agree. Which is absolutely something that it's missing. It's like missing the one thing that, in my mind, a lot of great tracks actually have is some type of a hook, something that's memorable off to itself.
Right, like you don't know the name of the song. Go to the record store. Well, I guess maybe people don't go to record stores anymore.
Yeah,
But
they
you'll be like,
do.
don't you know that song? And then you'd hum it a little
You hum
bit,
it.
like
Correct.
that part that
Correct.
everybody like.
Correct.
Where's that part?
Right. So those to me are the just, and I guess to all of us are the inherent things that are kind of missing.
Yeah.
But what did you think?
I mean, like I said, I could hear it in
I'm sorry.
some kind of weird movie. No, I mean some kind of like a movie scene. There's a place for almost everything. I mean, haven't you all sat down and watched a movie and been like, what in the world is this song? But
Right.
it fits with the scene. So, it's definitely not for any of our labels, but I could see it in in some kind of movie scene or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna give it a rating?
No, I can't. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so, for what
I mean,
it
I
is.
think for what it is,
Yeah.
it is a 5 to me.
Okay.
It's a 5.
Okay.
So it definitely has something, and this is, in a weird way, I'd like to hear this one come back to us.
Yeah,
Yep,
I was
me
gonna
too.
say-
I'd love to hear
I
this
was
one.
gonna say that.
Yeah, I would love to hear this come back to us, because these drums, I mean, this is just that's rocking.
Yeah.
If it was me and that's what I had, I would ask somebody, okay, to just play a solo, a real musician to play something on top of this.
There you
And
go.
I believe that it would work, and it would sound soulful and funky, and it'd be like, like a solo track showing off
Right.
its talent, okay? And there would have been a decent or a nice bed, okay, at that tempo. But,
Yeah.
something extra.
Man, I actually, Tony, I agree with you. The more that I listen to it,
Yeah, this part right here is pretty dope.
Yeah, if it had if it had a bass line and like, you know, thinking about Plastic Dreams, you know, any kind of a solo, organ solo, you know, maybe something a little off center, more like a synth solo, you know.
Exactly.
I think it had potential. Yeah.
Anyone would have been a nice bed to lay on or support sort of a track, okay, for showcasing, you know, someone's talent. You know, that would have done it. That would have done it for me.
All right.
All right. Well,
okay.
Maybe this producer will come back.
We would love to see this come back. If this came back with some of those suggestions, we'd be looking at something that probably a totally different song.
You need to have Sven play on top of it, then you can do it.
Me? I can't play worth 10 cents. No, sir. I'm the wrong one. No. Okay.
He can rap on it.
Say what, man? Maybe what we need to put on it is this individual.
Right.
Let him play guitar and stuff that he does. Even a rockin', you know, which is something else. Like, you know, maybe like something way different, like a guitar solo, like a something way different. But you know, something hooky and memorable would probably work. So anyway, there you go. On to the next thing.
Shout out to Colin Williams. Hey.
What's up, Colin?
And also, I think I saw the one and only Mr. Alan King over in the chat on Facebook.
What's up, Alan?
Hey, Alan.
Jeffrey C. I see Jeffrey C. He's a king of making linear tracks sound like.
Jeffrey C. would probably do something with this.
Yeah, it would probably kill it.
Yeah. Bobby Shaw in the chat.
What's up,
hey,
Shaw?
Bobby Shaw.
How you doing?
All right. Well, what do we got next? This one is called "Don't Break It."
Well, let's see. Let's see if it's broken or not.
We'll see.
We'll
see. Stay with us.
All right.
Shout out to Terry Hunter
Huntsman?
joining us on Facebook,
What is the Huntsman doing on the East Coast?
checking us out. All right, so a few scores from Facebook. Colin Williams said 7.5, but if the drums were neater, then an 8. Frankie Vibe, hey Frankie, giving us a 7 on that one. Rick Dickerson, hey Rick, gives it an 8. Cardi Caldwell dropping a 7. So we're getting a little bit of love. Hey, Etienne Love giving it a 7 as well. So we've got some decent love for this one. Kenny Yeager from the Quantize team giving it an 8.
Wow,
All right.
look at the Twitch poll is 67% yes.
67% yes on Twitch.
67% yes on Twitch. So that's
All right, not too bad. I kind of like this one. It was giving me like.
okay. Well, then let's start with
I
you.
wanted to put my disco shoes on.
Right. So.
I mean, I'm not going to speak to the technical aspects of it, but it
but
was a
as
vibe. That's all that matters to me.
Right.
I play this in my car.
Really?
Window down, hair
There you go.
at the stoplight,
Lord have mercy.
giving that person a look when I stop at the light.
Lord have mercy.
Just looking at him. Then
How about have mercy, Lord?
yes, I'm
right.
feeling it. I like it.
Scale of 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give it like an 8.
Okay.
I'll give it an 8.
That's fair. Let's
All right.
see. Let's see
what
Mr.
the
Humphries
professionals
thinks.
say. All right,
This is
Tony.
going to be interesting. I can already tell.
Uh-oh.
Can we hear you, Tony?
Yeah,
You hear
I
me?
can hear
Yep,
him.
it's on you.
Okay, well, I'm not sure if I should be on this show or not.
Yeah, you should.
Yes, you should. You should always tell the truth.
Yeah, you should.
Usually when I listen to a song that has lyrics and, a woman singing or whatever, I always try to imagine it without the drums and stuff as if it's a slow song or a ballad first for the radio.
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
My thing is if it can't hold my attention with that thought, as if there was no drums or other tracks in it, then it needs to be beefed up a little bit more. Okay, and the fact that what we heard, all the tracks was so much louder than her and drowning her out means that there's something lacking there. Okay, musicianship is cool. Congas always works, of course, but all the jazzy other elements, live elements are cool. And I like that, but I wanted to hear more of her, and I'm not sure she's convincing enough. I need to be convinced about the story that she's singing about. Okay, the lyrics should be, how she feels, and I didn't feel the emotions about what the song is about right now, and I might be a little bit too harsh, but that's me.
No.
That's a good. That's So if you had to score it, then what would you give
Score
this?
it, I would. Let me be nice here. Okay.
No, be honest.
Yeah, be
The
completely
thing
honest.
is, I would have her come back in, okay, and
re-sing it?
redo it. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I would have her come back in and redo it. Okay, with a little bit more emotion. Okay, and it probably sound 10 times better.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Okay. And that's good. Bobby Shaw dropped you a note and said the truth will set you free. So he is encouraging you, Tony, because Bobby surely does when he's on
He
the show.
really does. When Bobby Shaw's on the show, it's interesting,
All
but
right.
in a good way.
So,
But in a good way.
Tommy, you wanna
Yeah.
you wanna weigh in on
Well, wait a
this?
minute. Did Tony give us a number?
Give it a score?
No.
No. You know what? It's like a do-over. I don't want to just give it like a 5 or something that's low. I'd rather give it a second chance. Okay, since I don't know who who's singing. Okay, I would say, you know what? Let's do it one more time. Okay, and do it like you mean it. Okay,
Right.
and
Right.
I assume that it's going to be a better result. That's me.
All right. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Tom.
Yeah, I can still hear the song in my head. And one of the things I do as like Tony do the slow record. If the song stop and I can sing the hook,
Mm-hmm.
that means it's a great song. So
Mhm.
it has that kind of disco, mature female vocalist that we don't hear that much anymore. We can't
Mm-hmm.
forget our people that paved the way. So just because they got mature, they are still vocalists. So I think it had that kind of sound to it. Uh, some of the movements that was in the beginning stopped in the middle of the song. And you start first started off, you think it's going to go one direction, it goes another. Um, so I think it is definitely a duo. Definitely go back and do this. It's a worthy song. It's a worthy
Okay.
It
song,
really is.
and to, to go do it. If it's a new genre that is kind of a new disco kind of sound,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of because a lot of people weren't old enough to remember disco, so it does have a place. Some of the movements wasn't fascinating. It wasn't good, wasn't bad at all. Producer, it wasn't bad at all. For now, I have to just say this as a comment about what the show is, so you understand what we're saying. At Quantize, we are looking for songs that fit our audience. So when we're critiquing it, we're only critiquing it from our point of view. That doesn't mean that we're gods and we're correct. We're just we're speaking about it like that. So when we say stuff, we're thinking about marketing, and this is a business. So we're
Yes,
trying
it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what I'm thinking about. Is it going to sell?
right.
Mhm.
So what
Right.
we're telling you, we're not taking our personal opinion about your song. We're saying, can we sell it as is? And you would have to go back and put something else exciting in it to fit our audience because you're in a competitive field,
Yeah.
super competitive, and the amount of energy the label, the artist, promotion team has to do. We like to make sure that you have all the elements that so they'll put their 100 in. And saying all that, I give it a 7.
All
Okay.
right, Tommy Davis
All
with the
right.
7. All right, Michael, what do you think?
Mike Freak.
Um, I think it's more of like a song structure right now because it already has a hook. Then it felt like the verses have way too much going on. So, I mean, I've like if I were to guess, this could be someone who's not a native English speaker. I could be wrong there, but it
Oh,
felt
really?
like it.
Interesting.
It felt like it, kind of. Um, with the way the phrasing was going, I was like trying
Yeah.
to figure out what was happening. And
I didn't even think
Yeah,
about that.
like, and I'm thinking of an
Oh,
artist we had before who has
I did.
grown. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I could see that.
The phrasing, but I didn't want to put that on the producer. I would rather say, okay,
Mhm.
don't shadow it with the tracks. Okay, let her come in and do it over.
yeah,
Right.
so
Uh-huh.
so it's something you can learn and practice, or another thing you can do if you're like French, or Japanese, sing some parts in Japanese. If you can find a good hook, it's gonna be a good song. Because they've had songs
But
like in different languages that do it well. So you
Yeah.
just have to be creative with how you're doing that. At the end of the
lastly,
day, good music is good music. If you can come
Yeah.
up with something that's memorable, then yeah, people will like it. Especially at this day and age when people listen to K-pop, listen to a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah, there's some good stuff right there.
but
And it's a
half
good
and half.
hook, though. You have to
Half
give
and
the
half.
hook.
Half and
Yeah,
half.
good hook.
Half and half.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, music is very important. And it's not a debate. I mean, it's just my comments right now. And the thing is that if you're listening to a song that has lyrics or trying to tell a story, you got to convince me of that story. Just like a poem without the damn music. If I don't get the story, I will not get the song. And you might as well
Right.
just have the dub version.
Right. Right, which is very interesting because when I give my opinions on the song, I usually will say, okay, look, if I give a song a 5, it's because one of the two elements was done right.
That's right.
So or perfect in my sight. So a good track would give you a 5, and if the lyrics are something, the more the number got, the better both sort of felt to me. But I agree with you, Tony. I think that every song should be looked at sort of like half and half. You can have a killer track and
Yeah, that's
not
right.
have the right vocal. and then it doesn't, then you take a different approach rather than having to build from scratch. Now you're building from a decent foundation, and you just have to figure out what the rest of your house is going to be.
Listen, my thought is always that if I acquire a song from someone, okay, would it sell mass wise on the radio? Could it become a video? What would it look like if she was singing? If I was watching her singing on stage, okay, if she was pouring her heart out. I mean, we can turn any ballad into a hot danceable tune. You know that.
Right.
That is guaranteed. That can happen. But if you want it to be something bigger than that, massive, something that'll last another 10, 15 years in the competition, okay? That's always my psyche, okay? If it was a slow song, if I went to see this artist live, okay, or did a video on her, okay, would I be convinced? Would I feel that story or not?
Yeah. Yeah, and it matters. It matters, and a lot of times, Tommy, maybe you can even speak to this. Is how many times we would be in the studio and we would tell the engineer, or while we're working on a track, we would just drop the beats completely out.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those kind of a situations where sometimes right, but it's like sometimes the drive of the beat would push a singer to do something that didn't feel natural.
Right. We do that a lot.
But again, when you're talking mass, I mean, outside of our genre, outside of our bubble of success, okay, to cross over, okay, then that's why I always have that vision of, psychologically, I mean, I'm watching a live show, man, I can't wait to see this artist sing this song. Does that work or not? That's it. Yeah. All right, okay. I'm done. I don't want to be repetitive.
No, it is very good feedback.
You know what? So Mike, I didn't clock that, but I think that's what it was. I think it was the vocalist. So I mean, it's two ways. Like Spence said, we also get vocalists that are not house vocalists. So when we put a beat, that messes them up. So we have to take the beat out and sing it like a song, and they sing it better without the beat. So sometimes we have to do that. We just have to remove the beat. Just say, sing the song. Sing the song. Right. And that way we get an authentic, like Tony's saying, an authentic expression. Instead of them trying to sing with the song and to sing with the song.
Right. Almost sounded like, the Hitler style Russian.
Like your gospel artist who shall remain nameless, but when you brought her in to Gospel House, you would always be frustrated saying, you're singing the same words about the same thing, don't change.
Right.
And she had a problem letting go and really, and you wanted that gospel sound just converted to Gospel House.
Because of the environment.
And you, and the beat and all, it threw her for a minute. And I mean, now she's, but it's the same principle.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So I think in the grand scheme of things, Don't Break It is not broken.
It's not broken?
I agree with what everybody said, and just to keep it, 100, I give it a 5. I just think that the vocals could be done much better and should be reapproached. And I mean, and you could have a great song, done properly.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right. That was track number 3. Are we rolling on to the next one?
We're rolling on to...
Did we get a score on this one? From, I think we did.
A score on this? From who?
From Switch.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
No.
I've got no clue.
Well, Bobby says it was 12 said yes and 6 people said no. So that's about 69%.
Here you go with 69. Okay. All right. That's the 69.
I'm just doing estimate.
There it is. Thank you, Bobby Shaw. It was 12 yes and 6 no.
All right. Okay.
Thank you. Hey, I was about to say your name, but I won't say your name since you have your little screen name here. B2FSB gives it a 66%. Said it was a 66% yes. All right,
cool. Thanks for that.
All right. Well, we are moving on to, where are we? Is this
Yeah.
Track
I like,
4.
I
Track
like
4.
this already. I like this already.
Uh-oh, Tommy.
Tommy's already
Tommy.
losing it. So let's see.
All right, let's see if it holds you. Let's see if it can hold your interest the whole time. It's Talent Tuesday. Stay with us, everybody.
No matter the time, no matter the place, no matter the distance without seeing your face, no matter the day, no matter the night, don't you know, baby, you'll always be mine. No matter the stance that will come your way, nothing can ever keep me away. No matter the rain, our sky will stay blue. I'm always there for you. There for you. There for you. There for you, 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 you. No matter the lies people will say, in your eyes I see the truth all the way. No matter this world will turn out to be, don't you know, baby, you're the world for me. And when we go up, when we go down, don't you know, baby, I'm always around. No matter the rain, our sky will stay blue. I'm always there for you.
You thought it was interesting, huh?
Uh,
You're gonna make me start with you.
well, we were just talking about a non-English. You can hear the accent very strongly
Yeah.
in the word matter, the way that it's pronounced. You can tell this person is, it's just a person who's speaking with an accent. So
Right.
it comes out like mutter instead of matter.
Right.
That's the way I'm hearing it, and that always bothers me when I hear like, what is your song? I'm sorry to talk about your music.
What?
The Way You Love Me, classic song. I love it. The hook was written for me, if you didn't know. The verse was written by Mark Evans for his wife, but the hook was written for me. Anyway, there's something about the way Mark, when he goes into his ad libs, it sounds like he's saying, "I'm smelling it." He's saying, "I'm loving it." Go listen to the song. I can't hear anything else but that, and it throws me every time. I love that song, but when he gets to that part, I just turn it off because it ruins it for me.
You just ruined it. You just ruined it for me.
I just ruined it for hundreds of people. I'm so sorry. It's a gorgeous song.
I mean,
It is a gorgeous song.
There are people who have used that as their wedding song.
Well, God bless you. You're smelling it. All right. So this is I couldn't hear anything but no mutter. So all right, let's hear what let's talk to our judge, Tony.
What do you think?
Okay. Well, I think I'll give it a 7 or an 8 right now because I know that it's something that is not generic, but it will work. It's got a lot of energy. I like the tracks. Okay.
Okay.
But listening to what he is saying about, again, I'm somebody who's into lyrics and all that sort of stuff. It seems like he wants to sing a ballad, and whether I'm sold or not is another situation. I'm not clear about what he's saying. Maybe it's the accent, like you said, about the story before the hook comes in. So I definitely can hear this at festivals, overseas. I definitely can hear this in big rooms and stuff because of the energy of the tracks and the drums and everything else. It is good. It will work. But is it sustainable? Is it gonna, is it still gonna be hot after like a month or 2 months is the question. Okay.
Right.
And that is, sort of my, where I'm at. Yeah, there for you, okay. I'm there for you, okay. Well, how did you get there? I didn't get the verses or whatever. I didn't get it. And I wasn't sold. And I was like, imagine if this was a slow song and I was trying to woo some woman or partner, okay, with this song. I'm not convinced.
Uh-huh.
And again, you want to do it for, a quick buck and making some money and, then fine, do it. But I always try to think long term. I always try to think a year or two from now or further. So that's just me. I'm sorry. So right now I'll give it.
Okay.
I'll give it an 8 because it's usable. It's definitely usable. I would play it. I wouldn't think about playing it all the time, but I would play it. It would work. Okay, and that's
all right.
I'll leave it there.
Fantastic.
I don't know if it makes any sense, but that's where I'm at.
No, makes perfectly good sense. Perfectly good sense. Thomas, what do you think?
Too many breaks. I went and got a soda and went to the bathroom and came back and the first time, okay, that's one time. That's it. But then they did it again the second of the producer, not the singer. I know you didn't produce it. The producer or the mixer did it again, which means it's aiming for a certain market that like that. You know what I mean? That like them long breaks because they're waiting to jump up and down when they come back in. So we don't sell that much of that to that kind of audience. We are kind of, listen to them drums. They just dope. I would look for the dub. Like, where's the dub? Where's the dub?
Yeah.
because that it just has that thing in it. So that makes you judge the rest of the song more. When you got rocking drums like that, you're expecting that everything else is going to rock to that level. Listen to that.
Yeah. I mean,
Which is why you got excited when you first heard it.
Oh yeah, I'm like what?
yeah, the drums are absolutely rocking.
So and it was the kind of song now that's not as quantized. We don't sell it much of. You know what I mean? That kind of it's almost equal to the way some gospel are. You know, we like kind of the banging gospel, but there are gospel songs that just do this, do the whole thing. And that was that kind of dance record where they just would not leave the floor. They'll just sway, wait for it to come back in. I don't know what to say about that. It's like, you know what? I love the diversity and the way we dance music can be so diversified. So I'm just not the person to judge that. So besides them breaks in it, it was really interesting. I would love to hear another mix. Producer, go take this drum playing right here. Put some vocals on it. Put some vocals.
Tommy Davis is asking you to personally craft the song for him.
You know what it reminds me of? It has the energy of liquid, okay? But not
It truly does. Yes. That's liquid all day.
A lot of love over here on Facebook. They're saying it hits. Charles Mitchell says the intro had him. So let's get some love over here.
right.
Yeah. What was the Twitch poll, Mike?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Um,
Go ahead.
I think it was 75% no.
No, really.
I can't remember. I knew it was 75%. It was either a yes or a no. I'm like,
Jeffrey C said he went and took a nap. Oh, Jeffrey.
Oh.
Come on. Well, Jeffrey likes energy. He likes those, he's
Yeah. If the record doesn't have energy, you can forget it.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Like, yeah, you're singing a slow song. You're singing a slow song on top of these hype beats.
mhm.
And it gotta be
74%
convincing
now.
out there,
Right.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Right.
Absolutely right. Convincing.
Whatever you're singing,
convincing. Yeah, which is the theme of the night. Looks like convincing.
Okay.
So, which is good. All right.
Well, it's been what's weird is Biscuit said, I love this track. Now, Biscuit is part of this new sound of...
Biscuit said he loved it?
He said he loved this track. So that means... And Biscuit got an ear for
Right,
what works
not
for
the
his
song.
audience. Right.
Right.
And
Right.
so he loved the song. He was like, this is a banger. That means Biscuit would take this song and make me eat
And he'll
my
Baltimore.
words.
Yeah,
He'll
and next thing you know,
Baltimore-fy
the
it.
whole of Baltimore will be singing this record.
Yeah, and that's he would
and
he would
there's
put some Baltimore on
and
it.
there would be no getting around every DJ having to have
Right.
it.
This
He
track-
said the track only. He said he's
That's
specifying the track only.
Okay.
He's not talking. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's my way of saying, I said it my way, that's his. That's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
It don't fit.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So we've had to make a conscious decision to move to another track because track number 5 is a Scissor record. Did you just say it was Scissor?
you don't know who that is.
I don't even know who Scissor is.
Yeah.
My name is Sean. I don't
She's
know.
an artist. She's a rapper.
Okay.
She's
All right.
pretty big
So I
too.
had to do my research.
Yes, you have to do your research. But anyway,
Okay.
on the show, producers, if you're thinking about submitting a song, it needs to be your original work. Not an edit of someone else's song, someone else's intellectual property. That will get us in trouble. So
It will, and
if they
thrown
haven't
off
asked us to
of-
remix their music or we don't already own their music, we can't just randomly remix it. So just remember that for next time.
Yeah.
But we have another song that we have pulled out. Is this something that...
This
is
is
something that a producer that you know sent you,
yeah.
right?
So
Okay.
we're gonna check this out
Okay.
and see what everybody thinks.
All
As
right.
Talent Tuesday continues with our very last tune. This is entitled Traveling. Let's see what it is here. Do you?
I don't even know if the producer is watching since you ambushed them and asked them,
I'm
can you
saying
play their
this
work in progress? But I like it. I was watching some of the comments over on Twitch, and they're talking about the horns.
Okay.
Is that, I don't know if that was Renee that started it. Let's shout out to DJ Renee Melendez from the Quantas team. Said the horns sounded kind of cheesy, like they need to be. And then Angelica, also from the Quantize team, said, I don't know if those are real horns. They're not. So they're not feeling the horns for some reason.
All
but
right.
I like, this is definitely a Kelly in the Car song. I like it. Shout out
Kelly
to,
in the Car song.
Shout out to Brian Pope. What's up, Pope?
What's up, B?
Over on, he put the fire signs up. So I think Brian is feeling it. What's up, Pope?
Yeah.
So we got some good. We got 8s from Jeff Branch, Rick Dickerson giving it an 8.5, Frankie Bob giving it an 8. So lots of love over here on Facebook.
Yeah, I think we got 93% as a yes on
Yep,
Twitch.
that's a 93.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's see what the master of disaster of the dance floor, the master of turntable disaster with a thorn says.
I want a copy of this. Producer, send me a copy.
I'll start off this way by saying I give it a 9.5.
Okay.
See.
All right.
See.
9.5.
Yes.
Using the same standard that I've been using throughout this whole show here, which is I can imagine this either being a slow song or a ballad being sung to a lady, number one. Number two, I can imagine seeing him do this live, a live show of this with some emotion. Okay? And that quality, I mean, some of the instrumentation and the bass lines and this, that, and the other was like really live, and it's just quality, period. And I would obviously like to hear like maybe another mix or so. But
Uh-huh.
just to rate it right now, I would definitely give it a 9.5, almost a 10, almost.
All
All
right.
right.
All right for Tony
Yes.
Humphries. Okay.
Yes. 9.5.
Thomas.
Hey, no doubt. I mean, it's a work in progress. It wasn't even mastered, right? It's not even mastered. So,
Um
Right.
no. No.
so the
No.
spread, so the spread plus the stream, it's going to not give you a true sound of what it. I was listening to the elements. The elements is there. That
Yes.
whole Earth, Wind, and Fire backgrounds kind that is
It's
able.
actually
Right?
George Duke. Yeah, it's George
Oh,
Duke.
Jude,
That
okay,
is that
okay. Because
is
Hope was saying Earth,
yeah.
Wind, and Fire, giving
yeah.
it. Yeah.
That is a George Duke rip if I ever heard it.
Yeah, and Blaze used to do these things too. So
Mm-hmm.
these kind of vocals is missing in modern sound. To have that kind of funky up tempo, And I think some of the people y'all listening, we have this thing we call Talent Tuesday burnout. That means if you really have a God, great,
Talent Mike.
Okay.
Mike, what is Talent Tuesday
Right.
burnout? What is he talking about?
right,
What is
Let
he
him finish.
talking
Let
about?
him finish. Let Tommy
Okay.
finish.
All right.
You know what?
All right.
That means
You know
if
what?
we have
It'd be interesting. Just imagine this: you in Walgreens or you in some shopping store or something. Okay, maybe 6, 7 years from now, and you can imagine maybe hearing this song.
Yeah.
yeah, you would.
Totally agree.
All right, so this is Talent Tuesday, but what is if we have a show and people, we go count on you to send us the song. So sometimes we have all instrumental, and then we get one vocal. So everybody goes crazy because guess what? We hadn't had a vocal on the whole show. That's a Talent Tuesday burnout, and we'll end up liking a song that's either one way because we played our vocals and somebody played an instrumental as rocket or vice versa, and we kind of go, wow, that's the best thing. And then the next week we listen to it and said, no, we just was Talent Tuesday burned out. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
We just heard all these other songs before that song that made us go, that's refreshing.
Yeah.
Then-
This isn't burnout
Yep.
for me. It's still in my head. I'm
Yeah.
still singing it.
So it felt good to hear something.
Yeah.
That
Got melody. It's got live instrumentation. You
Yeah.
don't remember. You don't remember every track, but you know it's moving. And by the time you remember every track, it might be 4 months from now, and like, oh,
Right.
why is it like
Right.
that? Oh, he
Uh-huh.
played
Right.
that. Oh,
Uh-huh.
Exactly. So it
and
felt
that's
good.
that's
to
that's
hear
the
that.
effect.
So
Yeah.
sometimes we have to go back and listen to our stuff over again because
Yes.
it's all relative to what you heard before. So
Yes.
sometimes you gotta listen to it again and say without the other songs and say, okay, now here's the true opinion of it. That's what I mean
Right.
by that. So I really thought it was a great 9. Great, a easy
Nice.
top 10 record, top
sure.
10 record, easy.
Right.
Right.
Nice.
Right. Mike, now what did you think?
Yeah, I like the live instrumentation. If there was anything I would suggest, probably I think the bass was too hot in that mix. It probably I heard the guitar. I kind of like would like to have that a little out in the mix as well. But those are just technical stuff, really. But it's a great song, so there's really nothing I can say about it. Just, let's put it out.
I mean, and again, this
Right.
was something that is a work in progress. It was never intended to be on the show
Right,
or
it
for
wasn't.
anybody other
It
than
wasn't.
Spen to be listening to it and the producer.
Yeah.
So it's not finished.
Right.
And it's
because
not.
believe it or not, we're subject to your feedback. And it's and I give the producer credit. I mean, just on a whim, being
Well, I mean,
yeah,
DJ
it was
Spen
just-
calls you like, I'm on commercial break. Can I play your song right now? I mean, like, what else are they supposed to say?
no. How about
ambush
no?
the producer.
How about no? How about no? But it's good, and yeah, you can see people like it, so you'll definitely be hearing more of this. Definitely, without a question.
All
So,
right.
what what do we do now? We're done.
We're done?
Are we good?
We're done? All right. Well, listen, producers, I hope, thank you, for being brave. Tony didn't want to hurt any feelings, but he had amazing feedback and was really honest, and that's why we do this show. This show, we started in December of 2020, and here we are. So people kept asking, hey, we want feedback on our songs, and we were not able to do that. When we would take demos, we would listen for about 40 seconds, on to the next. And people would email and say, well, you turned down my demo, why? Can I get some feedback? I really want to know how to make my song better. I really want to know some ideas for how to get my music out there, how to do the best music that I can do. And so this is why we developed this platform. And we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we
So
will.
if you have some songs you're working on, go ahead and send them to music@quantizerecordings.com, and we will try to get your songs on the next show. And
We will.
yeah.
Don't send us no songs that we can't sign, though. Don't do it.
Right. Do not send me a SZA song. Do not. Somebody said, oh, you can remix it. Yeah, you can remix it, but I can't sell it. You really think I'm going to put a song as a remix out? No, we can't do that. We can't do that.
Hey, Kelly, or you already signed it. You just want us to critique it.
Oh, you just want us to critique? Oh, yeah, that's the
You
one.
could have done that.
This is not for critique. It is for
Yeah,
demos.
it'll get us shut
It is
down
for
on
demos
Facebook. That's
that
for
you
sure.
really want, you'd like us to sign. And so, that goes to, we talked about this many times. You have to know your labels. Like, we've been threatening to do a chill house type thing, but we haven't really put that kind of music out. So just think about, is the music going to be marketable for one of our labels? And is it your original music? Do you own the rights to, did you create it? Not take somebody else's music.
Right.
Or just to say, oh, thank you for the feedback. I put it out last week. It's on Track Source. Don't do that to me. Don't play with my emotions. And it's going to get our stream shut down, and copyright, strikes and all that. We don't want that. We really want to help people. And again, I always say this, and I'll say it again. I applaud Sven and Tommy and now Mike for really wanting to help artists and for wanting to give the feedback.
But really, the kudos really goes to you for this show. For to say for us to, us as producers, that it's kudos to us for sharing. I mean, you actually forced us
there's that.
to do this, and it has proven to be very successful.
But
and
because you all have, this, if we didn't have this show, this is what they do all day. Sven works on a song, he sends it to Tommy. Tommy tears it up, critiques it. Then Mike, with his calm self, says, well, I mean, I didn't really like the piano, and it is all out of, and then they go back and forth.
Man.
So I said, if you all can do that for each other, why can't you do it for other people who who can't just call Tony Humphries on the phone, who can't just call, So I said, why not? Why can't you? I mean, he literally will send his songs to 10 different, he's got Terry Hunter giving him feedback. But most producers can't do that. So I said, share the love. And that's why the show is here. So we thank you all for trusting us with your music, and keep doing it. We don't want to hurt. We're not here to hurt your feelings. If you don't have a thick skin, don't submit it. That's why we don't say any names. We don't want to embarrass anybody. We don't tell the names of the producers.
Right.
Sometimes they out themselves in the chat, and that's their right.
Correct.
But that's not why we're here. We're really here for you to think about the feedback and for you to make the best music that you can make.
Yeah. So thank you for forcing us to do what it is that we're doing here. But let's move on to this real quick. And,
Sunday, we are having this day party right here in Baltimore, Maryland, April 7th. Louis Vega will be in the house along with DJ Spin and Tommy Davis and DJ Biscuit, Baltimore's own. We are about 60, maybe probably down to about 40 tickets away from our pre-sales. We are over 400 people right now, and we do want to hold some for people to come who are coming from New York and New Jersey and plan to buy at the door. So get your tickets. If you're watching, you can go ahead and use Twitch FAM, TWITCHFAM, on Eventbrite as your discount code and get a little discount. Otherwise, try to get on at the door, get there early, and do not ask them to call me to that door, because I'm not coming. I am not coming. I'm going to be right there standing by Louis Vega, jumping up and down. So don't call me. Go to Eventbrite and get your tickets.
All right.
Well, that is another Talent Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tony, this has been amazing. Thank you so much.
Actually, it's been better than amazing. I mean, you're, I mean, you've always been sort of like, just this amazing pillar of knowledge. And those of us that are fortunate to have spent time with you, like, this is the exact same way that you would talk to us about, well, I don't feel that record. I mean, and I remember Tommy, was it Tony that didn't like Gypsy Woman at first?
No.
Tony says yes.
Look, and Tony said yes.
Truth be told, because I thought it was, demeaning at first until I understood what was going on. Okay?
Right.
That's the thing. And I was like, all right, make a donation to the homeless and I'll be on board.
Oh my God.
I know. I got a lot of flack for that for the music conference in Florida. I got a lot of flack for it. But you know what? I played everything else on that damn album and everything else so I don't feel bad. Okay?
Right.
That's the truth.
And if you want to submit you want to call Tony about them, it's 555-7311. Tony Humphries. Call him.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for being so opinionated like that, but
no,
don't apologize.
Listen,
Don't
I've had some guys who refuse to be on the show because they think that they're so they don't want to be mean. And realistically, on a real note, you were not harsh or mean at all.
No, we've had some people be really cutthroat.
Yeah.
And
and you were nothing like that. You're the same guy that helped to build careers. This is what you did. This was a career building seminar for a lot of people. So I thank you for spending the time with us today.
Yes.
It is. Oh no! If you'll come back, we will have you back. No question about it.
Absolutely.
It's no question about it. But we appreciate your time and your talent and your expertise because we know you're a busy guy. And so just spending the time with us today, pouring into these producers is it's nothing but a pleasure for us. So thank you for joining us.
And Tony, maybe I don't know if you got a computer up. Go back and watch this. You want to see your cruel critics? Go look at our chat room. Watch the show and read the chat.
Our chat rooms are the hardest.
Not good.
That is very true.
Yeah. So thank you for that. Is there anything that you would like to say?
You have any exciting projects or anything?
Any projects or
playing
anywhere exotic, which you always
He's
are.
always playing somewhere exotic.
It's never about me and what I'm doing. It's always about what I get from you guys that helps me keep going. Okay? And you guys are top of the heap, quality, and thank God for y'all so that I can keep going. That's my last thing.
That's nice.
All right.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you. All right. And
well,
I guess
thanks
that's
to the
it.
Quantize team. Thanks for all the people that are on all the chats. I'm sorry we can't do all the chats at one time, but shout out to all of you who tune in all the time. Hope to see some of you there on Sunday. If you're in the Baltimore music community and you want those industry tickets, you know how to reach us, or Tommy or Mike, and get your industry rate. Please do that. Don't buy the full one. You know, we support each other. I gotta pay for this artist though, so I can't give all of you all free. Louis Vegas is not cheap. So, but we do wanna support our industry
and he's
community.
a friend, and he's not.
Well, but he's doing a good.
God Almighty.
He's a friend, but he gave us the friend deal, but it's still not cheap. So we are so excited about Sunday. We're so excited about this show. You will be doing your first Friday stream on Friday.
Yes, Friday. That will be happening.
All right, so be sure to tune in.
Yeah.
And other than that, we should let everybody go have dinner or whatever they want to do, right?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Thank you all for joining us.
Yes.
We'll be doing this again. Our next guest is going to be John Morales. It will be his birthday, and also we will be releasing and talking about his release that he's going to have with us called All Queued Up Volume 3.
Okay.
So John Morales is going to be with us talking about his new release with Jocelyn Brown, etc., so on. So it's going to be show that you don't want to miss. So
all right, well, good
that's the
night,
next Talent
everybody.
Tuesday.
Thanks to the Quantized team. Thanks to DJ Spin, executive assistant Lexi, who is probably somewhere behind the scenes, who pulls all of this together. And we are out.
Yeah, we're
peace
out
in
of
the
here.
valley, peace in the city, and peace to your souls. We love you. See you later.
Take it easy.